Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much. In today's video I'm going to be talking about how to apply to universities abroad. Yeah, because it came to my notice that a lot of us or a lot of people don't know how to do this process. First of all, when you are applying for a university abroad, you need to know or look at their requirements. That is the first thing you need to look at. All right. Then the second thing you need to look at is the duration of application. That's the starting date and the last day to apply. All right. Now, why do I say so? Because these two things are very important. When you look at the requirements of application, it is very important for you to know if you are applying for the program or not, all right? And if you think that, because normally from the requirements, you are going to know what you are going to use, and if you think that these requirements are above you or you are not up to the standard, then you can drop the application. Because when they say minimum, there are some schools or there are some programs where you will find minimum requirements. All right, in that case you are not using, or you are not going to say, since they say minimum requirements, it means that I am going to apply if I do not have any of the requirements. No, it doesn't function like that. All right, and when you are applying again for a program, you also look at the duration. Duration is very important when you are applying for a university, because if you do not look at the date the application is going to start and the date it is going to end, you are not going to plan yourself very well, and it is going to be a problem to you. All right, so these are some of the things you need to understand. Again, there is this stuff. Always note that applications, especially university applications, that is what I'm talking about, is different from one country to the other. All right, take for example, in Norway the application system is different, all right, compared to that of Germany. In Germany there is a central board, which is where you can find programs, all right, and you use apply through those that board. What I mean by is the DAT website. All right, in Sweden you can also use the university admission.se, but the case in Norway is different. All right, you only go through the university website and you apply when the application is the admissions period is open. The reason is that the government always says this is the period for the application, and mind you, in these countries the system is very organized. All right, so always check the duration. All right, application periods varies from country to country. In Norway it is from October. In Germany it is in two sessions. You have from December till February or early March, and again you have from uh, late May, early June, and late July. All right. Then while in other countries like Sweden, you also have from like May, June, July. So it is varying. It has it is varying from country to country. That's how I can put it. All right. There is another thing again. When you are applying for a program, please always check the documents you are sending to the university. When the university says send certified hard copies to us, all right, do not send photocopies. Again, remember there is always a law or a rule. They will tell you send to this address. When they say send to this address, don't send to an email, because if you send to the email, it is not going to reach them, or they might not respond when they see your application. All right, because they have already specified clearly there that send to this address. If you send to an email, nobody is going to look at it. All right, and when you apply for a school, let me say, if you apply for a school, give the admission committee breathing space. All right, don't always email them to verify things like that, because that way it might bring a lot of trouble to your application. You never can tell. All right, at times the admission committee will even email all applicants and says refrain from sending emails to the admission team. We shall notify you on when everything is okay. All right, that is what most of them they do. And you also have to understand that These are humans working with the application system. All right. When they say send, especially with the English proficiency, if you think you do not have the English proficiency, please make sure you have the correct version of it. Or if you can't afford it, then don't apply to a program that says provide an English proficiency, because if you apply without providing this document, they are not going to look at your application. All right. The English proficiency is a very important document that plays a huge part in your application. Again, for the motivation letter, when an admission team says provide us with a motivation letter, please make sure your motivation letter is at the best version of itself. All right, because the reason I'm saying this is because in most admissions, motivation letters carry 20% of your admission score. All right. When you write a motivation letter, you are already increasing your chances to 20% of getting the admission. So always note all of these things. All right guys, this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and remain blessed. All right, in the days ahead, I'm going to be bringing you a lot of other things. And remember, recommendations are also part of an admission letter. It also depends on the program and the university and the country. All right, so in the case you fall within this range, make sure you provide all your documents